Well, Russ, you were looking for a win, and you got one in fairly spectacular fashion, really.
Yeah, obviously delighted with the result. Performance was everything for me, really. Changed shape a little bit because we needed to be honest. We got a little bit stale, and it was a great reaction from the lads. So I was delighted for them first and foremost.
So often you see it at your side, any side that's been on a poor run, shall we say, and when you get that win, it comes in, dramatic style, really.
Yeah, I said after the game the other day, we have had a lot of spectacular results, to be honest, when we've won games. It's just doing it on a consistent basis. I'm not expecting to win 4 or 5-0 every week, but it's good to be ruthless, and that's what we've tried to be. Whenever we try and win games, really, we get a lot of chances, we create a lot of chances, and it's just having that ruthless side to us as well.
Looking in from the outside, a good Easter now, you're going to cement your place in those playoffs, definitely.
Yeah, one game at a time, honestly, because everyone's beating everyone at the moment in the playoff position. I just think we need to focus on ourselves, and it's all about Chester tomorrow. We'll go there, we're looking to win the game, and then whatever happens around us will be what it will be. But we just have to think about the 3 points in Chester first and foremost, and see where we are going into Sunday and Monday next week.
It is a strange league, really, isn't it? Because you hadn't been on a great run, if we've been honest, until that Southport game. I'm looking at Hereford have won 1 in 9 and are still only 4 points outside the playoff place. It's Southport, I think, at 1 in 10 that you beat last week. It's a very odd league, really. Yeah,
we went to Chester and Kettering on Tuesday, and I think 4 or 5 of the playoff teams didn't win a game Tuesday night, and we're getting to the business end of the season now. Is it pressure? Is it tiredness? Or is it just the robustness of the league? I think it's the latter, to be honest. I think everyone's got something to play for still. And there's no gimmies in this league. I know that more than anybody, so you've got to be on your guard for every game.
Chester, I also look upon them as being one of those sides you almost expect to be there or thereabouts, and perhaps not this season, obviously.
No, they were one of my favourites to be up and around the playoffs. Had a change of managers, change of personnel, change of teams, change of shape. Steve Watson's gone in there, who I know really well, so I know we'll be looking to build for next season, but they've still got a job to do from now to the end of the season. So, they probably want 1 or 2 more wins to get out of that kind of bottom half area, but also this players playing for contracts, so these are tough games now from now to the end of the season.
Mentioning contracts, the news that Amari Morgan-Smith has agreed a new deal. I mean, what a season he's had.
Yeah, it's just what he deserves, to be honest. I'm delighted. I think he's delighted. And it's great for us as a club. We're moving forward and thinking about the future as well. But he's got his goals this year, but more so is the performances, to be honest. He doesn't always get his rewards with the goals, but I tell you what, he's a big part of what we're trying to do here.
And 15 goals is a good return, particularly when you bear in mind you missed the first 6 games.
Yeah, and he's missed a few sitters as well, Trev. So now he wants to hit his target, which we went about at the start of the season, but his performances have been second to none, and he's really held the line really well this year, and he's been backed up by Ethan, which has been great. So between them, they're already over 20 goals, which is great for a team who plays one up top.
I know you always say, quite rightly, it's one game at a time. The objective now, is it 3rd place? Let's get 3rd place.
Of course, we want to finish as high as we can. If we can't get 3rd, we've got to try and get 4th. If we can't get 4th, we've got to try and get 5th. We know how these playoffs work, and we just need to do it sooner rather than later. By doing that, you've got to put good performances in straight away. So we'll be looking to build on last Saturday, going into tomorrow. If we put a performance in, we'll have a good chance of winning.
Clearly last Saturday was a great squad performance, but just a word about Cliff Moyer, who's a wretched season due to injury, then gets his goal right at the death.
Yeah, and he's like a new signing for us now. He's fully fit, he's trained for 2 weeks now, and he's got to be in the squads going forward, and a big, powerful player with good experience, captains the team really well, with and without the armband, and he's got to be fantastic for us in the latter part of the season.
And final one, having said that, obviously there's one game at a time. You are going to Kettering on Monday. It's 2 games in fairly rapid order. Good idea to play on Good Friday rather than Saturday. That's become more of a trend in recent years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone's doing it now. Obviously in 2 we've got the Saturday Monday, which is going to be really tough, but it's tough for everybody. There's a lot of injuries this time of the season, but fortunately for us, we've actually got a full fit squad. Hopefully in the next 2 days going into the last 3 or 4 games, which will be great for us, but anything can happen this time of the season. It's tough, it's gruelling, and it's all to play for.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Just in terms of Kettering as well, I suppose that they tick the same boxes as a lot of teams in this league, and in that they're exciting to watch at times, quite unpredictable, but that's kind of what has made this league exciting, hasn't it? Ian Culverhouse has done a good job there as well.
He's done a great job, and he's put his own style of play in there, and they're still fighting for the playoffs, so they've got to come here with a localish game, good crowd, and trying to win the game. So we really have to be on it on Monday, and we know exactly what we're going to come up against.
And does it just give you momentum as well? That hopefully, fingers crossed, a good result on Friday gives you a bit of bounce going into Monday, and I suppose vice versa, teams that don't get the result they want on the first game haven't got long to wait for the second.
For sure, 6 points out the weekend is what everyone dreams of, and if not that, you want to get 4, if not 3, if not 2. You've just got to keep plugging away. I always say it's one game at a time, and Monday takes care of itself after a good result on the Friday.
You mentioned the injury situation easing, thankfully, after a wretched kind of last couple of months, but just with regards to G and Sam, I suppose just a couple of you managing quite carefully still?
Yeah, I think he's probably a game too soon for Friday, but definitely in contention for Monday, which would be great.